and we are so proud to share with you that we have just administered the first COVID-19 vaccine doses here in the Coachella Valley at Desert Regional Medical Center. This moment has been a long time coming, and we are hopeful signifies better days ahead. So I have the pleasure of introducing you to these 5 individuals who have just received the vaccine. Starting to my right, we have Sandy Aronson, who's a respiratory therapist. We have Yuri Sanchez, who's a nursing assistant and monitor tech in the emergency department. We have Dr. Shubha Kirkar, our chair of infectious disease. Then over my left shoulder, we have Dr. Rick Axelrod, who's the chair of our governing board, and Dr. Arun Tunga, who is our chief of anesthesia. These folks were just administered a few minutes ago, and we thank you all for coming, and at this time, we're prepared to take any questions that you have.
Can anyone tell us what it was like, what your thoughts getting that needle?
Sure. I mean, it's really an honor to be able to represent the hospital and be able to get that vaccine. It's really a light at the end of the tunnel for everyone in the hospital that's been treating patients and still doing that. And we have a long road ahead, but this is actually something for all of us to look forward to. As chairman of the governing board and a physician leader, I thought it was really important to try and be one of the first to get the vaccine, to really show everyone that it is safe to get, that we should get it, that it's important to get for the entire community, not just hospital employees, but the entire community, so that we can get past this pandemic.
I have a question for those who have been working in the emergency rooms. We know that this has been an unbelievable grueling time for you guys. We can't begin to imagine what you've seen on a daily basis. So what does this vaccine mean, and what kind of hope does it provide you as people in the emergency rooms on a daily basis?
So, vaccines, to be able to see the impact of vaccines, you want to look back at history. With vaccines, smallpox was eradicated, polio was eradicated, it was causing infantile paralysis. So vaccines are like silver lining in the global pandemic cloud that we have. And vaccines have been, the saviors for 100 years. So it is very important for us to recognize that this is a celebration of collective global intelligence, and what we want to win the faith and trust in vaccines again by actually helping educate ourselves, each other, and everyone in the community to really come forward, calm fears of each other. It is safe and effective. So we hope that everyone from emergency rooms to intensive care units to out in the public and in the community, that we could really get back to normal again in the future. We still have to take precautions like wearing a mask and distancing and avoiding crowds, all of that. But vaccine is a very powerful tool, and it's only as good as everyone taking it. Thank you.
And how did you go about choosing the staff members that got vaccinated this morning?
We chose a representation of our frontline workers with respiratory therapists in the emergency department, and our physician leaders that care for patients that do directly have COVID, as well as leadership to symbolize how important we all feel that folks get vaccinated.
And how is everybody feeling so far this morning?
Awesome.
Excited. Awesome.
Yeah.
No side effects, no soreness in the arm. Everything is great.
We know a lot of people in the community are looking forward to this vaccine. They're excited for this vaccine. They welcome this vaccine. But there are also a lot of people who are uneasy. What would your message be to the community members who maybe have hesitation?
So I was one of the first to put my hand up to get the vaccine. Been waiting for this for almost like 7 months. And again, I have no hesitation getting it. Getting COVID is obviously worse, right? And the side effects, I have complete trust in what has happened, the process. Yes, it was fast. Yes, it was expedited. But I still feel very confident, and I feel safer going home to my family, having been vaccinated. So I just felt like I need to be an example. Most of our physicians in my team are very excited about it. They want to get it. Physicians are not going to put their lives at risk either. So we're getting it. We're showing you guys how safe it is. Please go for it. Help us help you, like Jerry Maguire said.
Can we hear from our respiratory therapist a little bit? And our nurse as well? What was your reaction to being the first to get the vaccine? You were our first person to get it in your arm.
Very excited. We need to stamp out this virus. It's been devastating. It's affected so many lives. We need to stop living in fear and get back to living. Very excited to get it.
What are you seeing in your line of work that made you motivated to do this?
The devastations it's caused, it's affected so many lives, families. It was awful. I mean, I've never lived through anything like this. So for me to see the patients that we lose on a daily basis is really hard. It needs to be stopped. Thank you.
Would you like to come up and share just a few words from the emergency department about what you
Sure. We just wanted to thank you guys for us being here, and we're just ready to see your lovely faces again. And whatever you guys need, we're here in the emergency room for you guys. So just welcome us back, and we're ready to see you guys, literally, face
How
off.
are you feeling now?
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah?
I have a question. Just
Go ahead.
on a personal level, I mean, getting this vaccine today, one of the first in the Valley, one could say this is a piece of history happening. I mean, how do you guys feel being the first people to receive this vaccine?
I think I could just say this for everybody. We're all excited. More than anything, we're all excited.
And your colleagues share that same sentiment with you? Are they all excited?
So some of them nervous, but I think all of us are ready. We're all ready to begin really living again. So we're here for you guys, and like I said, we're ready to have you guys back. All of you guys. So this is just the beginning.
Great. Any other questions?
Yeah, just for any of you guys, if you could just touch on a personal note too. I know going home to your families every day after putting yourselves at risk every single day, it's an unbelievable toll that can take on all of you. So just having this vaccine now, what is the feeling and reaction in that context, going home?
I guess I can take that. I got 2 kids at home, wife who's also a physician. Go home and wash my hands, get into the shower the first thing. All that's great. I'm going to continue doing that because this is just me getting the vaccine is not enough. It's about getting enough people vaccinated. So again, going back to the point, don't be scared, don't be afraid. Roll your sleeves up, get vaccinated.
Great. Thank you all so much for coming, and any of these folks will be available for one-on-ones that you would like. Great. Thanks.